So today I have indoor guard rehearsal and I don't think I'm going to be vlogging much of it, so I decided instead I'm going to be filming the TMI challenge, which stands for too much information for anyone who doesn't know. So basically I'm just going to ask myself some questions. I couldn't get too personal because I know my parents are going to watch this, or at least my mom will. So, yeah. So the first question is biggest turn on. So I actually started out by making a list of turn ons, and then to me I was like, well, none of these are the biggest. They're all just kind of turn ons. And then I thought of it, and it's when a guy dresses really well. I don't know, just any guy that what?
Am I allowed to interject this?
Yeah.
I was like, I like how you're saying this, and meanwhile I'm dressed like a potato.
But yeah, so any guy that's just I don't know, got his hair done, and he's it doesn't have to be a suit and tie, but just even a little button down with some khakis or something. I don't know. I just any guy that dresses well and looks smart is a big turn on.
I wish I've been wearing this hoodie for past week. I don't know where all my other hoodies went. I think you have them.
I don't actually. I just hung up all my clothes.
Oh. You might want to cut this vlog.
cut the channel.
Cut the channel.
And other little turn-ons I had thought of was any guy who's in the band. Not that I'm into any guy in the band, but that is a turn-on.
Yeah, we wouldn't want that.
I have to interject all the time.
I'm sorry, you told me I could, so now I'm
Being smart and kind of any sort of talent, if they can sing well, if they can play an instrument well, or anything like that. Biggest turn-off? Having short hair. I should really set up another camera of just Brendan and his reaction to all of this. So no, honestly though, anytime he tries to get his haircut, I fight him on it for the longest time, and then he'll get his haircut and he'll come to me, he'll be like, do you like it? I'm kind of not really. But once it grows back out, he looks great. Third question, at what age did you have your first kiss? I mean, technically, I kissed a boy when I was 5 or 6, but we're talking just real relationship, not 5-year-old kissing. I was 14. None of you guys actually know him because I wasn't vlogging when I was with him, but my first kiss was with my high school boyfriend and his name was Ben. Do you have any piercings? Yes, I have 2 piercings on my ears. I never wear earrings, never. And that's about the extent of it. Do you smoke? No, I do not smoke. I think smoking is really gross. It's so bad. Not only is it bad for your health, but it's so bad for the environment. Most people that I ever see smoking are flicking their cigarettes either out the car or just on the ground. I've seen people who will throw cigarettes next to trash cans, or next to trash cans that even have ashtrays on them. They'll just flick it right next to it. I'm like, are you kidding me? So that not only do I think it's gross, not only do I not do it, but I think it is one of my biggest pet peeves too. How many relationships have I been in? So I've been in 3. I was in 2 in high school. The first one was about 2.5 years. The second one was only 4 months. And now I'm with Brendan, who's annoying the crap out of me right now. Number 7. Have you ever been in love? Yes. Number 8. Have you ever been betrayed by somebody you love? Yes, I have. We won't go into detail about that. Number 9. When is your birthday? I don't know why this is a TMI question, but whatever. May 24th, 1998, so I am a Gemini. I'm also 20 years old.
What's your mother's maiden name?
Oh look, my mom's calling.
3.
Hello? What's up? Ooh, okay. You know, it's funny because I'm literally filming a video right now. Yeah. Wait, say that again, now you're on speaker.
Do I get to make a cameo? Thank you. Hi, Jordan subscriber.
I hope that audio comes horrible.
Okay. I love you too, bye. Number 10. Have I ever given or received a hickey? So, any family member, please turn off from this point. I don't think anyone's actually going to. So yes, I have. It was actually funny. The first hickey I ever got, it was a senior year of high school, and I don't want to say like I overreacted, but like in my head I was like, ooh, I've got a hickey. Like people usually like put makeup on to cover this up, and I'm not good at makeup. So like I took some foundation and a brush and I just started like covering it up. And honestly, I didn't really need to. I think it was even on this side, so literally I could just do this and no one would have noticed. But I don't know. I was just kind of like, ooh. So I started covering up with makeup, and then it wasn't blending out well, so I just kept adding more makeup, and basically I just like, no one noticed, but I just had like a big splotch of like foundation covering my entire neck. So that was my first experience with that. Number 11, have I ever had a crush on a teacher? Yes, I have. Senior year, I had the biggest crush on my AP psychology teacher. I just thought he was so cool. I felt like we had so much in common. I felt like if he was my age, which he wasn't that much older than us. I think so I would have been like 17 and 18, and he was like 23 or 24, I think. So I mean, like he was older than us, but he wasn't like that much older. Yeah, if he was like a senior in high school too, I totally would have been after him. Number 12, what is that one celebrity that you would leave your significant other for? So this one's hard. What?
If the answer is Danny DeVito, I'm walking. That is the only acceptable answer.
So who's your answer? Come here. Actually, you can stay there. But I was like, yeah. What's your answer? You think about it. I'm gonna answer this. So, this is kind of hard to think about because for the most part, there like isn't actually anyone. I do kind of have like a weird crush on Jamie Dornan. And if I always make jokes because whenever I think of like when someone's like, who's the one celebrity you like, who's your free pass, I always think of him. But I don't know. I think it was more of like I liked his character in 50 Shades of Grey. I don't really think I actually care much for the person. If anything, I've seen interviews with him and he seems quite boring. He does have an accent though, so that's always a plus. But other than that, he seems pretty boring. What about you?
Selena Gomez.
The only acceptable answer was Ariana Grande or Emma Watson or Ellen DeGeneres.
None of those. One, Ellen's like twice my age, I think.
She's like 3 times your age.
Even worse. I don't know. Never really got in the Emma Watson phase. Ariana Grande. I think she's okay. She seems like a nice person to hang out with, but like not like I'd cheat on a person for.
What was your first kiss like? So I'm just gonna talk about like my first kiss with Ben. Like I don't really remember my first like 5-year-old kiss very detailed. But my first kiss with Ben, we went over to a friend of mine's house and we were hanging out in his room and we were playing Monopoly, I think. Ben and I were on his bed. The friend's name, his name was Joey. Ben and I were on the bed and it was just a mattress on the floor, so like we were like really close to the floor. And Joey was sitting on the floor, and we were all playing, and then Joey got a call from his boyfriend, so they started talking. So then, like, the game kind of got put on hold. And then Ben and I started talking. I was laying on my back, and Ben was sitting up. And, I don't know, we were just, like, looking up at each other, and then he just, like, leaned down and kissed me. It was very, very cute. Okay, mention a movie that makes you cry. So I cry at, like, a lot of happy movies. And anything where a baby is being born, like the second that baby is born, I am in tears. And I don't know why. And every time it's happening, I'm like, this time I'm going to be fine. Like, I don't feel anything. I feel fine. And then the second the baby's born, I'm like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. So anything happy, I'll cry at. I do cry at sad things too, but I oddly will cry at a lot of happy. Major physical trait you look for in a partner. So I really like good hair. And oddly enough, I have a thing for redheads. And I think that my mom did this to me because my mom is a redhead. And my whole life, she was always like, to me and my brother, she was always like, redheads are amazing. They're the greatest people in the world. Like, you'd be so lucky to be with a redhead or something like that. And I think that just got ingrained in my soul. And now I just have like a thing for redheads. Also, I don't like I said before, I don't like short hair. So not only do I like redheads, but anyone that doesn't like have buzzed hair. I hate buzzed hair. Number 17. No, 16? I don't know what number I'm on. What is a weird thing you love in a significant other? I love quirkiness. So like, I don't know, anything that's just kind of like interesting and unique, but not necessarily good or bad, just kind of different. Like, if someone's not really quirky, I kind of find them a bit boring. Brendan's quirks. Let's see. What are some of your quirks? Well, he does a lot of really weird bits, and you just kind of have to like pretend that you think that they're funny sometimes.
Cuts to me screaming at homeless people about the Korean War.
What are some of your other quirks? I know you have some. Honestly, a lot of his quirks though are not attractive. Like he gets like really mad easily, and like he's got another quirk too, where like once he's made a decision in his head about how a thing has to be done, even if I have come up with a better way to do it, it has to be the way that
Oh
he
no,
thought
I'll be
originally.
immediately cursed if I don't follow it.
Yeah, so that's actually super annoying. I don't know what quirks of yours I like, but I'm sure there are
I don't
some.
think I like you as a person.
Next one, what was the last text you sent? So I'm gonna pull out my handy dandy cellular device. It's actually not that interesting. Brendan had said, waiting for the elevator, head down soon, when he was in T-Run. We always text each other when we're heading down because we have to meet each other at the lobby to let each other in. And I was like, let me know when you're on your way down. And then he was like, here. And then I was like, oh, coming with the emoji that's like sweating. I'll put a picture of it so you'll know what I'm talking about. Next one, what is something I would change about myself? I'd probably like to make myself a bit more patient. Or I don't know, patience isn't really the word, but like, I guess relaxed or something. I don't know. Something along the lines of patience and relaxing. And then the last one, have you ever used marijuana? No, I have not. I'm not into smoking of any sort. And I don't really have a desire to get high. Like as far as like edibles, like I just don't care to, and like I don't know. There's just no point to it for me. Like no judgment for anyone else. I just don't really care to do it. So that is the end of this tag. If you have any other questions that you want to know about me, leave them in a comment down below. This is a little ornament Brendan just got me. I don't know why it's in my hand. And yeah, I will see you in the next video, and make sure to like and subscribe and share this with your friends or anyone else who wants to see it, and see you in the next video. So until tomorrow, remember to inspire others, do good things, and be happy.